Depends on whoever's been in your car before. The little bolts I've just shown you may or may not be E6s. They could be absolutely anything, but on mine they're E6. So now it's time. Good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Today we are going to do a diesel spill test on my 2006 right-hand drive UK spec Freelander TD4 L314. So as you can see, I've got the top covers off. I'm now in the process of removing these little starred E6s. On my vehicle they are E6 female torques. I should show you the, will that focus? Come on, focus. There we go. E6 star. Do not try and use anything else because it will not fit. On my vehicle they are E6. They may. For the test today we're going to use this very cheap off Amazon, probably useless. As you can see, this is for a 6-cylinder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but mine's obviously a 4-cylinder. Graduated bottles, I don't know if you can see that. Yes, you can. Goes from 1 through 10, I'm guessing that's millilitres. Comes with an assortment of brass injector clips and an assortment of pipes. Some of them are pre-configured. It's supposed to be Bosch, which obviously the Freelander has. Join me back when one thing I have forgot to say is the spill pipe. You need to put it in a tube, a bottle, because it's still going to pump diesel, and I'm just hoping it's not going to pump diesel out of the ports. If it is, I'm going to have to rethink it. There we go, all connected. Put the little clips in and then the injector's back on. And what I've had to do is, because of the length of the little pipes, I can't get them to 1, 2, 3, 4, so I've had to use that one there, but it's not going to affect the test. So now what we need to do is pack a fair amount of paper towel around it, because being fuel there might be leaks. So join me in a minute. As you can see, the test is now running. I'm going to run it for 30 seconds, but already I can see one of my injectors is not completely full. One of the injectors, yeah, that's right. So the results, according to this, they're all give or take. That was number 1, that was number 2, that was number 3, that was number 4. Now on my diagnostics it said number 2 was at fault, which was that one. But as you can see, what have we got? We've got 4 in that one. What about this one? What's in this one? We've got, how much does that say? 5 in that one. That one, 5. And that one's 4. So working on this, it does suggest that my OBD scanner is actually incorrect. Now one thing to note when doing this test is you will lose diesel, a lot of diesel. It will spray, so you will need copious amounts of cloths. As you can see, I have copious amounts of cloths. So there we are, one very simple test to show whether your injectors are faulty. If one had have been far higher than the others, then obviously it would have required a new injector. But as you can see, they were all running for 30 seconds. As you can see, they're all within what I would suggest an acceptable level. Obviously it's a really cheap kit, so plus or minus I'm going to say a milliliter. Used the same way as somebody like Bodgett and Leggett would use it. In fact, that's where I watched the test being done of Bodgett and Leggett. If you've got any interesting garage techniques, go and watch their videos. They're brilliant. He adds a little bit of humour in it. So there we go. I'm now going to bolt everything back up, clean the spill up, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.